My name is Zach Garger. I am a math and science coach in the district. It's my first year in the job. And this year, we've implemented a new kind of model to teaching math, and that uses Zearn, which is an online resource that mirrors Eureka Math. The structure of a Eureka lesson is that it starts with a fluency to begin, and this fluency is data-driven, and it's a warm-up that focuses on students' number sense. Because this is data-driven, it is unique for every student, and it helps to fill in gaps and needs that student needs to build a strong foundation in math. Next in the Zearn lesson, there is a learning lab or a math chat. And at this part of the lesson, this is where students are learning from the online Zearn teacher. They are practicing and learning from misconceptions, and they're also taking notes that can help them throughout and later in the lesson. The final part of a Zearn lesson is the Tower of Power, and that is the independent practice where the student applies everything they've learned on their own. And in this part, if a student is struggling, Zearn gives them a scaffold, which means it takes them back a couple steps so that they can practice smaller parts to answer a larger question in the end. This also provides, in the Tower of Power, data to the teacher about which students were proficient and which students were struggling, and that can lead to the teacher grabbing groups for reteaching or enrichment. Okay, so in the Zearn and Eureka lesson model, all students start together on the carpet for a warm-up and problem that involves problem solving. At this time, the warm-up will usually focus on a fluency activity that will help all students in reaching today's goal. In the problem-solving part, called an application problem, students are struggling through a multiple-step problem. After the fluency, where everyone's working together, students move into a rotational model. Half of that rotation is with the teacher, half of that rotation is with Zearn. Students who start on Zearn learn the skill through Zearn and then transition to the carpet to practice and prove to their understanding of that skill with their teacher. This also gives the teacher time to provide some enrichment to students who are really understanding the concept. In the other group, students who start with the teacher learn the skill from the teacher and then get to prove their understanding of the skill on Zearn. At the very end of a lesson, there is a wrap-up which includes an exit ticket, which gives the teacher additional data on who understood and was proficient or struggling with the lesson for that day.
So Zearn has really helped our students with our Eureka Math program. They are really understanding the concepts more. They're seeing the lesson 1 to 2 times, depending on which group they're in. That way they're getting 2 times of the concept and they're really understanding. On their end of module assessment, about 90 to 95% of the students are proficient with the skills that they're asked of with number sense so far. So we're seeing a great improvement in the number of students that are meeting our expectations and standards with this program.
We're learning, what we're starting to learn is all the 3 numbers. So there's a hidden 10 in one of the numbers, and there's 1 number, so we have to find the hidden 10 and put them together, and then we have to find the other number and then add it to that, and then we find out what the total is.